Hey y'all, it's your girl Meesh, and welcome to a new year of the episode Love Meesh podcast, where I share my thoughts, opinions, and ramblings, and sometimes I'll have guests, but no subject is off limits. It's a billion people in the world, and I'm just one of them. So welcome to my world, and let the conversation continue. Hey loves, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Love Meesh podcast. I miss you guys. So I'm excited about today's podcast. We are checking off our podcast list one at a time. And today is going to be manifestation. Now, if you know me, it's hard for me to video chat with you or talk to you or whatever without doing something else, because I'm always So as you can imagine, meditation is like, you want me to do what? For how long? Which is so bad. They have us trained to just go when there is power in the stillness and the quietness. And it's so amazing that your body exerts so much energy to look. You know, your eyes are blinking by themselves. Your heart is pumping by itself. You know, all this stuff. If you're just walking, you just look at all the moving parts of your body. That's a lot of energy. So to just sit down and meditate, your body can cut down on a lot of that traffic and redirect that energy to where, y'all? To where? The most important part of your body, your mind. But don't worry, do not rush the process. One thing I have learned about life, things will come to you when it's time. For example, it just came to me. So, a longtime friend of mine, through a previous lover, who's going to always be family, just was like, hey, y'all know I do credit repair. So she was like, hey, you want to do something that's free? I'm like, hey, you need credit repair? It ain't free. But, you know, since we exchanging services. And she was like, I'll look into that later, but mine is free. I'm like, okay, what is it? Because she didn't tell me. She was like, you want to do the 21-day manifestation? I'm like, sure. I had no idea she was into that. Because sometimes on this journey, you feel alone. You be looking up spells or learning about other guys, or, you know, growing your garden, go hugging tree. Like, people think you crazy when in reality, your mind is evolving and expanding, and you should be looking at their asses crazy. So this is where I'm at in my journey. Like, bruh, you still worrying about a football game? You still worrying about another TV show and worrying why your life ain't together because you putting so much energy in other shit. And it's just like, oh, the more you learn, evolve, and grow, you just... But, you know, you also get... I'm gaining patience on this journey as well. Patience to kind of just love people where they are. And to appreciate that I see we're different, because that means I acknowledge the growth in myself. I don't have to belittle you, but I can use you as a marker. I was once there. I no longer give two shits about that subject. I can definitely talk about it with you, but how much more or various conversations I can have that I can't even have with you because you ain't ready. So it just kind of, you know, puts things in perspective. But let me just read it back in. So she was like, had no idea. I take that back. I knew she was into this because a long time ago she had what she gave me. I think she gave me a manifestation pamphlet when I was staying with my sister. We had a 3-bedroom apartment, and I had on this sparkly hat. She was like, instead of getting stuff like this, like your sparkly hat, she's like, you need to save your money. And she had gave me that pamphlet, and I was like, okay. But I wasn't on a spiritual journey, so that definitely went over my head. Now I see, and I'm thankful for her. And that's why I don't want to belittle people, because I look back and I remember, oh, she tried to tell me, he tried to tell me, you know what I mean? They knew I wasn't ready, but the seed was planted. And now that I'm here, I can look back and understand what they were saying a little bit more. And it's almost like an aha moment. So I'm glad. those conversations were had or those seeds were planted. So you guys continue to, you don't have to give people the side eye, but it may come to you later. And if you're on the other end, just keep dropping them seeds because they're going to grow later. Okay, so let's fast forward. So I signed up for the chat room, and y'all, we started out with a lot, but by the end, it was 3 of us left. I kid you not, 3. I want to say it was over 20 of us from the beginning, because this is a 21-day progress. And let me tell you how sidetracked people are. But you'll go to that job for 10, 20, 30 years. But you can't do a 21-day manifestation for yourself, for your mind. Could be for your future family and generations. Like, bruh. Anyways. So I signed up for the chat. And this is probably going to be a 2-part series, because the chat kind of long. And I want to talk about some other stuff too. And instead of giving y'all an hour-long podcast, I'll try to cut it 30, 40. So it might be 2 parts, but manifestation. So I signed up for the chat group. I'm so excited. I got my journal. I got my pen. Day 1 is like 0. This is what you need to have ready. A pen, a notebook, so you can write down. You need to make sure that you complete your test before midnight. And make sure you have a designated space and, be prepared to meditate. It won't take you more than 20 minutes. And sometimes it's like 14-minute meditation. So not 20 all the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I want to say it was Saturday, and it was like it starts Sunday. And I'm so excited. Everybody in the group like, oh yeah, we're so excited. So I completed my 21 days, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. When I tell you, I grew up in a church, so I know about praying. We used to pray as little kids before bed. We could not go to bed without getting on our knees and praying. At church, you pray at the beginning, to open up the service. You pray at the end. You pray during. You know how church is. Go to my grandma's house. She pray all the time. When somebody's sick or when you really wanting something or praying for. I'm very familiar with prayer. Got the prayer down pat. Meditation. I'm mixing, because my next podcast is going to be on manifestation. I'm mixing up my words. But meditation is almost the same thing. But instead of me having a conversation with God or requesting something of God or sending praise to God, it's more of self. So you think prayer is to your creator. Meditation is for yourself. Or whatever you want it to be. But to me, it seems like it's definitely all about me. So, I was upset because in the past, when I tried to meditate, even somebody else was trying to help me. Like, my mind just could not. I'm like, okay, that bill's due. What you going to work tomorrow? I wonder if that weave on sale. What you going to cook for dinner? Like, all this stuff is coming through your mind. And you're supposed to be, peace, quiet. No, like, my mind was never like that. So with me going through this process, I realized this is day 1. Does a baby come out mama hoo-ha walking? No. That baby don't walk till a full 12 months later, if it makes it walking by the first birthday. So why do we expect to get things like that so fast? Somebody else that I want to mention with meditation that can really help you guys out is Russell Simmons. He's amazing. He does Instagrams where he'll have a little conversation and then they'll start their meditation. I did one with him. That was my first official one. And he was like, it's okay if your mind wander, just, bring it back around the So that was my prerequisite, because that's just how this one was. But in this 21 days with, you want to look up Deepak Chok. I don't want to say it wrong. It's not English, y'all. Let me just spell it. I don't want to butcher this man's name. Deepak Chopra. Deepakchopra. Hey, I'm going to put it on the title. You good. I'm going to put it on the title so you good. He actually gives a phrase like, it's 21, y'all, so my mind's racing. One of them was like, I'm a money magnet, or I manifest money, or everything I touch prospers. So he wants you to say a phrase all throughout your day, because honestly, I think that's bringing that energy to you. I think they in this world, they want to tell us everything physical when the physical does not fucking matter. It is your spiritual. When I tell you, when people be in a hospital and they call them priests or whatever, they have all the different religions at the hospital, don't they? Because what? The doctor done did the surgery, the nurse is there. Why you not calling the doctor? Why you not calling the nurse? Because at the end of the day, you know what's more important than that physical is that spiritual. So the Catholic might have that oil and water. The Christian might have the holy oil, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Or the nuns might have a rosary. Like however it go, they know that spiritual just does more than the physical. Nobody can tell me otherwise. So let me just reel it back in. They don't want us to focus on the spiritual. They have our eyes fixed on job, house, this, that, everything with our eyes. But the moment you close your eyes in meditation, that's what's more important. You know what? I just started. Let me tell you how this manifestation is coming together. Now, I told you my prerequisite was Russell. And then family friend, she going to invite me to this 21-day. And I completed the 21 day. Let me tell you how funny universe is. It's nothing but a school, y'all. We been tested every freaking day. I kid you not. So I finished my 21 days. Guess who I get introduced to? It's like it's levels to this game. Is you gonna do one sitting with Russell? Okay, you pass. Can you do 21 days? You gonna send somebody who I least expect to do the 21 days, and I finished it. Not only did I finish it, I had to make my own chat room and introduce this to other people. And so I introduced them to my sister and my niece. And guess what? They introduced it to other people. So you see how this thing spread? But anyway, so I graduated my 21 days. Guess what universe say? Okay, you ready for step 3. So on YouTube, y'all, I love YouTube. This is about the only thing that I will pay for. This is college. If I could take all the money that I learned, my freaking degrees is up to like $80,000, y'all. Probably pushing 90 at this point. I could give that to YouTube because there's so much knowledgeable information on here. From the shit they won't tell you on the news. It's a lot of spiritual stuff on here. It's comedy. It's stuff for the kids. I mean, YouTube is clutch. But mine's, when the kids come over here, I say, get on your name. Because I don't want to see them cartoons. I want to see them playing with toys on my name. So on my name, it's more of my spiritual stuff. More so than it is when I tell them to click on the kids. But step 3, let me go to my history. Y'all, please, I done shared it. I done sent it to all my friends. If you friends with me, I will blow your inbox up. When I die and y'all come to my funeral, y'all all gonna be like, one thing about Jamisha, she sure learned and she shared. God, that girl will share. The moment she finds something, she gonna share it. I share it on my social media. I share it with people first, family, friend, and I share it to everybody else because I'm like, oh my God, this is so valuable. This is so important. And you might not be on the level to where you even understand it, but hopefully that seed is planted and you will, you'll have that seed grow when it's time to go. And sometimes how I feel about information, I have about 6 plants outside right now. Those plants are growing. And when it's time to harvest, I'll be able to eat the fruits. Like I got tomatoes, I got avocado, and I just put celery out there. So to me, that's like information. Information is planted, and when it's time for you to eat it, it'll come readily available. So I did the one Instagram video with Russell Simmons, and then I did the 21 days with my friend, and now I got introduced to Bob Proctor. And on YouTube, this is a 10-hour seminar called You Were Born Rich. Guess what the subject is? The subject of this whole You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, which should be $1 million for anybody to see because it's so amazing, is your mind. See what I mean? They want you to focus on physical, go to the gym, workout. Yes, your body. And Bob Proctor talks about all the important things that you should focus on. But just like that car you can have a brand new Lamborghini. Ain't no gas in it. Your ass ain't going nowhere. So to me, your mind is most important because it fuels everything else. And you know what else I learned? I put this phone on the charger every day. That's the same way I should sit my ass down and meditate to recharge myself. Sleep is not the same. Your body went night, hibernate. When you meditate, you're still alert mentally. You can plot, plan, think. You know what I mean? You're still using that muscle at its highest energy capacity because nothing else is moving at that time. When you sleep, we all know you in dream world, which that's important too. I think we astral travel and go to different planets and different things like that when we dream. I think that's just as real as it is right here. They just don't want to tell us, but that's another episode for another day. And you're not able to, I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger, I could force myself to dream something like, oh, I wonder how it would be as a wife and a mom. And I literally would have that dream. But nowadays, they just be coming to me like, what? Sometimes it seems, I think I said this in another podcast, sometimes it seems like I'm a commander and I'm always fighting or leading some shit. Like, what the fuck? I'll be the last one to fight. I'll fight your ass with some knowledge. And I'm excited to bring up another podcast because the more you learn about yourself, can't nobody tell you about you when you know yourself. It's so many tools out there that will help you understand yourself. Like, we should have major in psychology and science, spirituality, and like, I forgot what he called it. Bob Proctor talks about it. It's more with like kinesis and stuff, more on the mental side, like where it combines science and mental and faith, basically. But they have us studying all this other stuff. But anyways, let me get to it. So I said all that to say, had I not did step 1 and 2, I would not have understood anything Bob was talking about. And that's just for me, because you could look at him and understand him perfectly. But that's how funny life is. Like, you're going through school, like, okay, can she do this? Okay, can she do that? All right, she ready to meet Bob. I just thought that was so funny. And I'm what? It's 10 hours. I don't know. It looks like I'm halfway there. I might be 5 or 6 hours in. But I was like, let me do this podcast because I've been, I want to make sure that I get these out and stay on the roll that I am with all my different projects. So, oh my God, Bob was talking about how your mind is so important. And it's another book I already read, Think and Grow Rich. He's talking about the book. It's like, yes, I already read that book. So you see how things kind of line up. So don't worry about where anybody else is. Your path is your path, and nothing won't happen that's not supposed to happen, as bad as that may sound. And it's all preparing you for where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to know. If God is the potter, y'all, you are clay and your ass is on the wheel. And everything, the water that's being put on you, the different molds and stuff, is to have you come out shaped and polished exactly how you're supposed to be. So just kind of go with it. And I'm so excited that I get it. I'm excited because I'm getting it now. More and more I'm understanding. So I have OneNote. I think I told y'all this, and I have so many categories in OneNote. And in this category, I have meditation. So I want to go over the different things that I wrote down about meditation. One of them says meditation means familiarization, apprehending various objects of observation with your mind in a process of examination, and analysis is meditation. Reasoning is meditation. You can meditate anytime and anywhere with a little practice. It begins with a topic to meditate on. First, consider your human life. What is this life? You have a mind that can be directed at various virtuous objects or non-virtuous objects. In any event, it can look both north and south simultaneously. So in meditation, you are choosing to engage your mind or mental activity with your mental consciousness in the apprehension of a topic. Say, for example, meditate on this for a week. Meditate on the certainty that you and I will one day die for a week. Then meditate on the certainty that you don't know when you will die for a week. Then meditate on the need for happiness, and so on and so forth. So it's just constantly bringing something in the forefront of your mind and the focus. And one thing Bob Proctor talks about is the difference between a successful person and a non-successful person is consistency. Like not giving up, just constantly going. It's so many jewels in there, y'all. It's 10 hours, but I swear I'm 5 hours in, and that's just from today, and I had an 8-hour shift. Okay, so if I can do it, I know you can. There's so many jewels in there. So that was one. Another meditation I have, and it's funny how this stuff come up, it just be coming to me. Now this one was in my photos. Okay, so let me see. Now that I'm focused on meditation, it's funny how I'm starting to see meditation everywhere. So meditation is a blood pressure reducer, a focus and attention strengthener, a tension reliever, a stress reducer, a mood elevator, a sleep aid, a self-awareness enhancer, an addiction suppressor, an emotional health supporter. Meditation has many superpowers. How do you meditate? How has it blessed or changed or expanded your life? If you haven't started yet, what's stopping you? And then my spiritual sister, Rishi Omakara, and it's a white girl too. I don't discriminate. She is so very knowledgeable. She has a class on meditation. Okay, so let me read hers. Meditation 101. To be put in the most simplest of terms, meditation is the art, relaxation to reconnection. Relaxing the mind and the body to reconnect with your spirit. The art of focusing on the now and being present in the moment. Most people think that meditation requires you to shut off your brain and have no thoughts at all. Then when you can't achieve this, you believe you aren't meditating correctly and you just give up. That was me. Let me clear the air. There is no wrong way to meditate. Meditating is never about silencing the mind. It's about shifting through the thoughts that arise during this time. It's about listening to your spirit as it brings you messages from the universe, from your ancestors, and the Most High. This is how you reconnect with your higher self, your Christ consciousness, and go deeper into your personal ascension. You can meditate in any position, but it's best to be sitting straight with your legs crossed. If you cannot cross your legs, just sitting up straight is fine. No, it doesn't matter where you sit as long as your spine is straight. Step 1, breathing focus. When you first begin to meditate, you want to think about your breathing. Close your eyes and take a deep breath and breathe through your nose. Hold it in for about 3 seconds and then release through your mouth. Repeat thoroughly throughout your meditation. Take deep abdominal breaths, and with each breath, relax a part of your body, beginning from your head all the way down to your toes. If thoughts come in, let them. Step 2, words of power. When focusing on your breathing, it's easy to get sidetracked with your everyday thoughts of worry and stress. You can use powerful reinforcements to snap yourself back into your breathing focus and help you stay in alignment. Two chants you can repeat to yourself are as follows. Inhale life, exhale strife. The other one, I breathe in balance so I can release peace. You can utilize these sentences as tools to recenter yourself when you find your mind distracted. Step 3, shifting thoughts. When you first begin to meditate, you will find that it may not be so simple to shift through your thoughts because we usually begin with thoughts. Hold on. That wasn't nothing but the devil. Y'all, it deleted. I almost got mad. I've been working on my anger, but thankfully I had the link. Ha! That must mean it's gonna be a good podcast. Take that. Okay, you can utilize, You can utilize these sentences as tools to recenter yourself when you find distracted. Step 3, shifting thoughts. When you first begin to meditate, you'll find that it may not be simple to shift through your thoughts because we usually begin with thoughts of our everyday lives, worry, stress about our workplace, family, kids, bills, etc. That is okay. Remember, you're not a master meditator yet. Did I just say that? And you're still learning. And your initial thoughts of your everyday life, try to refocus on your breathing exercises that we previously discussed. Watch your thoughts as if you were streaming a movie, not to give any thought, belief, or attention. So just kind of observing. Step 4, taking notes. This is why it's important for you to realize that meditation is not about silencing the mind. You need your thoughts during this time. They act as a portal for your messages that are sent to you. Before you begin to meditate, grab a journal or some paper and pen and place it next to you. During your meditation, you can use your writing supplies as a tool for reflection and dissection. Once you've been meditating for a few minutes, you're shifting through thoughts and you're getting the hang of recentering your focus to your breathing. Here's when the magic happens. The thoughts that arise during moments of meditation are messages. Write them down. For example, if you've been meditating for 5 minutes or so, you've already gone through the everyday thoughts, the worries and the stress, you're zoned in on your breathing, you're focused, and then all of a sudden a thought appears and it's a vision of you standing next to a yoga studio. Write that down. And then refocus yourself on your breathing. Or if a thought arises that shows you a glimpse of another being, like your family, friend, or lover, behaving deceitfully, or just an outline of them in general, write down what you see and then go back to your breathing. Step 5, reflect and decipher. Don't forget that it is in post-meditation mostly where your awakening begins. After you finish meditating, you want to reflect back on the notes taken and decipher the messages sent to you through those images or thoughts. It is in these reflections and deciphers that you learn how to trust the process and find what sets your soul on fire. Did you meditate? Did you have trouble silencing your mind? Did you have problems getting past the everyday thoughts to get to your universal messages? Don't give up. Keep going. You're not doing it wrong. And next time, set aside more time for your meditation to give yourself a chance to get past those obstacles. Thank you, Rishi, on my car. So I think that's the next thing I'm going to do on my journey. My best friend changed her name. I see everybody change their name. I think I already changed my name. That's why I've been got love a long time ago. So I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be Love Meesh. Maybe. But I see everybody changing their name. I just think it's so interesting. Okay, so that was that. And so let me tell you about my 21 days. So it was different exercises. Like one of them that resonated with me was talk to your mom about her childhood, because your mom is very important in your spiritual journey. Your mom, dad, everything really. But specifically the mother, whatever my wounds are will go to my kids. Whatever my mom's wounds were will come to me. Whatever my grandma's wounds were will go to my mom. So essentially somebody, that's why they say family curses and generations, that because somebody has to break the cycle. Like our DNA is so intricate. They call some of it junk DNA. Ain't no damn junk DNA. They know exactly what it is. They don't want your ass to know. You have to study for yourself. And every single thing they didn't touch on, that's what your ass should be studying the most. They ain't tell us shit about our mind in school. Now, did they? We ain't had no meditation class. Now, did we? Okay. I'm just saying. So, I had to write down about that experience. I learned some new things, and that helped me learn some things about myself. You'd be surprised how what someone else went through shows in your life, and it has nothing to do with you. It's just so amazing. And I was excited to bring my sister and my niece on the journey. I will be honest with you, it was 21 days. Sometimes, just because I do so many things, I would miss a couple of days, but I make sure I caught up. So I did complete my full 21 sessions. And then at the beginning, I would sit and I would wake up sleep, y'all. I would be fucking sleep. But by the end, I would stand up longer and longer. With my meditations, I think now I'm going to start adding incense and candles, and maybe I need to find a type of more upbeat music that won't put me to sleep, so to speak. Because if it got a little hit to it, I'm be trying to dance or whatever. Because soothing music will kind of lullaby me to sleep. And then actually, this is my second time coming through this, because the first time I read this book called, what was the book called? What's in Your Womb, or Heal Thyself. I'll have to tag it. And I was doing it with my spiritual advisor, Sharita. And I don't think I got past day 3, because we had to wake up at like 5 in the morning, take a shower, meditate, couldn't be intimate for so many days. I just didn't last on that one. So that probably was another prerequisite, and universe is probably like, she ain't ready. But I think in this life you have to show yourself approved, and before you'll get access to different powers that we have spiritually, metaphysically, because everything is not physical. I'm ready to tap into the other side. I think you have to train and practice. If there's power and there's energy and muscles there, and I don't meditate, I'm not building that muscle. You know what I mean? So I won't be able to do as much as I could because I haven't taken the time to exercise it. So I'm just excited to see where that journal is going to take me. But everything does combine. Like that Bob Proctor 10 hour, I was like, oh my God, the mind is so powerful. And I'm like, I put my phone on a charger sometimes twice a day. Like, you literally do need to recharge yourself. And it's not sleep. Sleep is not it. Sleep is one way for your body, but you need to recharge that mind too. So I am going to let you guys listen to one of the day 1 of the meditation, and you can go to YouTube and get the rest of the 21 days and try it out for yourself. And I also wanted you guys to listen to another spiritual brother that I follow on YouTube, and he had some interesting things to say about meditation as well. Brother Yusuf said something the other day. I caught up on his videos, but I forgot to push record. But he was saying that this is a spiritual battle, and we need to get things like colloidal silver, activated charcoal, our crystals, meditate. He was saying, because I'm big on digital books. I'm like, I got a whole library in the palm of my hand. But he said, no, they can change them books. What are you going to do when they disappear? He's like, buy the print. So now I got to go back, oh my God, and buy a hard copy of every book. My bookshelf rack already full. It's just like, okay, I'm going to listen, universe, because I did not know. I'm in the process of editing my book. I didn't know they can come back and change your stuff. I thought that was the whole purpose of copyright, is so it can remain the same. But now that I know that they're going to be trying to trick us with all this knowledge in these books, with these ebooks, ain't no telling what they done took out or rearranged. So let me go ahead and buy my hard copies like I have been advised. But yeah, prayer. And oh yeah, I'm gonna end with this, because I made an altar in my room for myself. And one of the things that I do pray for my family, my friends, and myself. Give praise, thanks, and gratitude. I have noticed when I stop and I just am thankful, more things come my way. I went over the 50 laws, I believe. Yes, one of my podcasts was the 50 laws, and that was one of them. And then meditation. Now, it goes spider. I think spiders mean something. Meditation was last on my list, so it's funny how I just focused on that. And so those are the 3 things that have been at the forefront of my mind. And then also positive thoughts about money, positive thoughts about love, and positive thoughts about people. Because I only accept that money is energy. It is a tool that is accessible to everybody. I claim my birthright to it to help me on this journey to do everything that I'm supposed to do. Money is not the root of all evil. It is the strong love of money that will make you do all type of evil things for it. That's the dangerous road. positive thoughts about love, because people will take your goodness for granted and try to turn you into something that you're not. But hold on to love, because that is our greatest superpower. And people, I be ready to write people off, like whatever. But at the end of the day, people are a reflection of you. We all are one. We all come from source. So that's why Jesus didn't kill them all. I was wondering like why he just didn't kill them all. You can't. We're all in this together, and you just have to have mercy and love people where they are. And then I've been learning about my divine feminines: Lilith, Muahhh, Aphrodite, Shemet, Oshun, Kali, Hecate. Like, y'all, I'm on this earth, so I have to work and stuff. But if I didn't, my life path is learning, research, writing, communication. And that's where I find most of my joy and happiness. So no matter what you do in life, as long as you find balance, you'll be okay. Find something to keep your body healthy, find something that you enjoy, and find something that makes you money. All three. If you could do all three, then hey, you mastering it. So before I get on another tangent, this was part 1 of meditation. And on part 2, I'm going to let you hear a little bit of Bob Proctor. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of Deepak. Let me not butcher this man's name. Deepak Chopra. And I am going to let you hear, let me say his name. See if I can find his name and say it right. Spiritual Soul. Okay? So it was a pleasure. Catch you on the next episode. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your journey every single day. There will be highs and lows. If you could just train your mind to know this too shall pass. Sorry, y'all. You will be okay. It won't always be sunshine and rainbows, and it won't always be clouds and thunderstorms. That's just kind of how life goes. And if you think about it, that is a part of balance. That's fair. You don't want the people on the rainbow side to always experience joy. And you don't want the people in the thunderstorm to just always have to deal with fucking thunderstorm and rain. So it's nice that we all keep going through this zigzag of life and, grow and different things like that. So I said all of that to say life is amazing. It's a school, it's a journey. And whatever you learn, just try to share it with somebody, because we are all in this together. And the different things that I learned is only because somebody shared it and left it behind for me. So we have to keep doing that. And it's reaching earlier and earlier generations. I see that. I'm learning things that my mom and them didn't know. And I already told you my niece did the meditation. So just imagine where she'll be when she turned my age. So don't forget to click on part 2. I definitely want you to hear my next 3 videos. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks a million for listening. You can reach me on all my other social media platforms by visiting my Linktree, which is luv.meesh. I hope you have a better than great day. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.